the bench this week, I've got a Marlin. It's a model 39A or Golden 39A. It's a little lever action 22, and these have a great reputation for terrific accuracy. As you can see, it's got a fairly heavy barrel, has that micro groove rifling. If you look in there, there's all that little tiny rifling instead of the 4 or 6 grooves you're used to. This has a lot of those little tiny micro grooves. It's fitted with a very old and kind of cute, it's a Ted Williams 4-power scope. I don't know who made it. It does say Sears and it says 4-power, but it says made in the USA. So you know it's not new. These are great little guns. Like I said, they're really accurate. And it's a takedown version. See, there's this big, some people say ugly, kind of takes away from the looks of it, this big knob. All you have to do is loosen that knob up and you can take the whole gun apart real easy. Easy for packing or just taking it apart. If you have a book on it, it tells you to use a quarter. Or you can take an old screwdriver like I did here, and I rounded it down so I had the exact diameter and the thickness of a quarter, so it would match that takedown knob. Or if you have the Wheeler set, it comes with a bit that's already shaped like a quarter. What we'll do is we'll loosen it, just kind of get it started, and it's got, once you see that it's loose, we'll set the hammer to half cock, and that's it. It just comes right apart. So now you can see it's exposed if I need to clean. When this came into the shop earlier this week, it was grease. The owner, I guess he thought he was preserving it or making it smooth action, just packed it with grease, and it got dirt and oil and ugliness, and it was kind of gummed up in there. So took it all apart, did a complete disassembly, cleaned it all up, put it all back together now, and it shoots. It shoots really well. Took it out to the range today. Well, I've got it loaded up with some Remington ammo. Using my Ted Williams scope. We'll see. I got some 20 gauge shells down the range. We'll see how well she hits. Say she's right on. But nothing more fun than a Marlin 39 smooth action, and that micro groove barrel, I think it really is pretty accurate. A lot of fun to shoot. It's holds 16 22 long rifle shells, so you can go shoot all afternoon without reloading. A lot of fun. Like I said, this one's a little bit older, made 1965. Still seems to hold up. Smooth action. Great fun to shoot. A lot of fun out here on the range, and like I just showed, still really accurate. Real fun gun to shoot. I took the stock apart, put a couple of coats of linseed oil on it, cleaned it right up. It looks much better now. As you can tell, it shoots really well. It looks really good. It's one of those guns that I know it's a little 22, but it's a gun that's really fun to shoot because it is so accurate. Was it Townsend Whelan said only accurate guns are interesting? Well, this is one of those interesting guns. There's probably more accurate 22s out there, maybe bolt actions, like a Winchester 52 or something. But this one is it's more accurate than I am. As you can see, I'm hitting those little shotgun shells, and I don't think I missed one. It's an older model. It has that JM stamped barrel, so it tells you it's made before 2010, before Remington took over. So it's one of the older Marlins. This one was made in New Haven, Connecticut. It's, you can see that on the side. It's got a great history to it. It's got a great action to it. It's super smooth, just so much character. And like I said, it is fun to shoot because it is so accurate. I was putting Remington rounds through it today, and they were like I said, they were hitting everywhere I pointed. You see, it's easy to take apart. It's easy to clean. When you're putting these back together, make sure the bolt is all the way forward. This one has a kind of tendency to kind of work its way back out, but it goes together just like it came apart. There's a little tab. Make sure the tab is engaged in the forward part of the gun. and the whole thing just kind of presses together, and we'll screw that knob back on. We're solid. I'll take that quarter-shaped bit, we'll tighten her up, and we're done. Now you would think for a breakaway it wouldn't be inaccurate, but this is a really accurate gun. Like I said, it comes apart, goes right back together, and look at that, that bit was made for it, obviously. But really cool. Kind of inconvenient, you know, you have that tube, you have the tube and you load the shells one at a time, and you run that big brass tube back in and you pack them all in there. So it's not, you gotta have like an 8-foot long arm to reload that thing comfortably. But it's not terrible. It's not as quick as like a 10-22 and shoving a mag in there. But again, you know, if you're just plinking, you're just at the range and you're using a bench, it's not that big a deal. And if you are hunting with it, you got 16 shots before you got to go through that ordeal of pulling that big rod out again. But a great little gun, a classic, and had a lot of fun with it. Easy to clean, and once it was clean, it's just smooth as silk, a nice little action. That's about it. If you like the videos, like and subscribe. If you don't like, tell me why you don't like it, and maybe I can make these better. I'm trying to get a little shooting, trying to get a little shop talk in there. You know, I'm trying to make a good video here. Help me out any way you can, I appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video.